You can do
Yo,
that.
what up, One Star Recruits? This is your boy Aloha, it's your DK Sherpa. It's your podcast Sherpa DK here with my best friend of 25 years, Rip. What up, Rip? We're here. We're just trying to live life, get better every day with help from our friends, our One Star athletes, entertainers, and celebrities from around the world. Today, we have a special guest, Mr.
It's gonna be one.
DK.
It's gonna be one of those weeks, folks. Good. I'm glad you're recording. Rip, you're recording, yeah?
Yeah, we're recording.
Thank God this week. Look, the people ask. We heard the people, and we have brought back the one and only. Don't talk, Nick. Nick B. We've brought him back, and I don't want you to talk because I'm going to tell the listeners why before, so they understand what they're walking into. Great intro. We have a Father's Day coming up. Rip is traveling. Ain't no way we're not bringing it pod to the one stars out there this week. It's what we do, consistency. So we got a heater for you. And well, with Nick B on for a full episode, it may be a mild heater. Might be a lemon pepper. We'll see. But let's get it.
Oh, smile. Let's go.
Aloha. Welcome to the One Star Recruits podcast. I am DK. I'm joined as always by my best friend of 25 years, Rip. We're a couple one stars who, like you, are on this journey of life, learning, loving. We're getting better. We had some traveling go on this week, listeners. We had a situation with some travel. And this was one of the times this year where it comes up where we think to ourselves, maybe we should just take a break this week, not do a pod. And we said, no. It's not how we do it. It's not the setup that we do. And then I said, the people want Nick B on, so we'll bring Nick B on. And I said, in my head, I thought this. I didn't say it. I thought it, though. I said, Nick B has all the equipment for podcasting, so it'll work out great. He's got the mic. He's got the mini mixer. He even has the circular thing that makes his face and his fake teeth look very pretty on video when we put this on YouTube. Guess what? Nick B showed up one star style to the pod with none of that. So I want to apologize, listeners, in advance for Nick B going direct to his exterior audio computer. But Nick B, the people have asked for you, and you're back. And I'm really actually happy to have you on the show, brother. Welcome, man.
Bro, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. This is my Hewlett Packard laptop, audio, video, lackluster performance coming through. Got my daughter still up, 9:15 p.m. AZ time. So she may come in here and just cause some problems. So
Let's just for the listeners, Nick B, what's your normal bedtime? You just said it's 9:15 in Chandler, Arizona right now. What's your bedtime?
I'm usually in REM by now, bro. I usually get to bed probably about 8:30. I know it's kind of embarrassing. It's very rare that I'm up past 9 p.m. So I apologize if my energy level seems down. I had a cup. I did have coffee, and then I was like, you know what, this isn't working. So I had a couple cocktails. So here we are.
This makes up for the malfunction you had at Augusta. You didn't show up for the pod that week, but you're working overtime, man. You're past your bedtime. Daughter's awake, and you're here. I love it, man.
Dude, we're doing it. I appreciate it very much.
Energy will pick up along the way. It's how it works too. We had Calbert Cheney on last week. We had to get him going. All of a sudden, he's talking about his video coordinator Zach, who's 5'4", who can hit the ball 360. That's how this podcast worked. But we're happy to be here, Nick B. We have Father's Day coming up. It's another reason we wanted to get on. That's why you're traveling, Rip. Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to you, Nick B. Rip, where you going? What's the situation? Is this a France trip? Are you going to France?
I'm not going to France. Yellowstone. No, not Yellowstone. I'm going to Big Sur, California. No internet, no LTE, no nothing. Totally off the grid for about 3 days. So that's why we're doing this. We're recording this on Friday night, DK, Nick B. So I'm going to be off the grid, man. It's going to be beautiful.
Yeah, super early pod. Happy Father's Day, though. I already forgot. I already want to say Yellowstone again. Where are you going again? One more time, Rip?
Big Sur, camping in a tent. I'm camping in a tent, so no internet.
I did that trip with you. What year was it that we did that, Rip? Was that, I think that was early, just one kid, just Wes, if I'm correct, possibly pregnant with Wes. You remember?
Yeah, it was within the last, I'd say, 7 years or so. So I
maybe the last 9 years. I actually have pictures. I remember pictures from that trip because you can walk to the waterfall. Is it the same site?
Yeah, same site, and it's right there on the hill. You walk to the beach, and you can walk back in the forest to a waterfall. It's great, man. One of the top campsites in California.
Maybe top campsites in the country because it's like Big Sur Ocean, right? Over there, but then you have also access to these waterfalls. You go, Rip. Hell yeah. So that's your Father's Day. You're excited. Is this an annual thing? Do you do Big Sur more regular?
No, I mean, we do it when we can, but it's hard to get reservations. These are one that people are on like 6 months in advance at 7 a.m. trying to book them, and we snagged them luckily this year. So we're fired up about it.
You set up all the shit? Is it like a dad's thing where you do the full, you're responsible for the full setup, or is it teamwork out there?
It's teamwork for sure. My wife does all the packing list and all that. I set up the tent, but it's easy, man. It's one of those pop-up tents. It takes like less than 10 minutes. They got it down pretty easy right now.
How about you, Nick B? I already have a feeling though, but who's in charge of the camping outings as far as getting everything set up?
It's teamwork as well. It's teamwork a little bit, but Nick B's a little bit more technologically handicapped, so he doesn't usually come through. But Big Sur is beautiful, Rip. I'm excited for you, bro. That's a great part of the country.
You did that, Nick B. I remember you went through actually in an RV. I have a distant memory of you rolling through like fucking Chevy Chase and National Lampoons with a whole RV. It was
on the way to your house, actually. On the way to your house, we went from San Francisco to Costa Mesa in an RV, and it wasn't long after that a big portion of that freeway washed away. Rip, when did they rebuild that?
It
was closed for a while.
It was closed for over a year, and they rebuilt it. I know they spent a lot of money on it, but it's back up and running within the last, like, I'd say 5 years. So yeah, it's our first time back in a while now.
This is leading towards worst podcast ever. Nick, what's the most embarrassing story of your RV trip on that whole trip? You went from like Oregon back to Arizona. What's the most embarrassing thing that happened? What's the number one embarrassing thing that comes to your head from a family RV trip?
I stranded us for like an extra 3 days. We were supposed to be home like on the 16th or whatever, and it's like the 18th, and we're stranded out in Southern California at a lake because we had the old I think it was called the sway bar go out on. I don't know RVs very well, bro.
But you got stuck out there.
We got stuck out there for an extra 2 days. Yeah, I think it was an extra. It was very
expensive. Worse. At least it's not on the 101 in LA. At least you're on a lake.
That's true. It was a beautiful lake, and the dude there that helped us out, man, he was a great guy. But it was one of those things where we had to bust it apart. You know what I mean? You had to bust it.
That was the 1-star embarrassing story, Nick B. With this podcast, Nick B. What's your plan for Father's Day?
Nick B, what's your ideal Father's Day, and what are you actually doing on Father's Day?
Father's Day, ideal Father's Day. I guess I would have to say kick it with my pops, play golf with my pops would be the ideal Father's Day. Or watch golf with the pops on Father's Day would be cool too, because I gotta jump in and say, really, you guys are trying to sneak along like I have credentials or I have space being on this podcast, but really we're in the mix of a US Open right now. That's why Nick B's on here. We got your golf insider, Nick B. But I'm actually not going to be in town. I'm actually, it's interesting because this Sunday is Father's Day, obviously, and it's happens to be my mother-in-law's birthday too. But
nice.
We're throwing it all out the window, and we're going to Lake Powell actually. So I'm not going to be with my dad. We're not going to be with
Arizona specialty. That's it.
Yeah.
For all those listeners out there who aren't familiar with Lake Powell, that right there is the Arizona top. That, and if you haven't taken a full deuce in the Salt River, you're not a full Arizonan.
Totally agree. Backstroke deuce in the Salt River, son.
Are you going houseboat? Are you going houseboat or what?
Yeah, we're doing the houseboat thing. Luckily, my buddy Adam, he's been doing it for a long time. He's a lake dude. He's got it all worked out. So
going up on for a year. You like that, Rip? Would you houseboat it, Rip? Or are you a land? You're a land guy only.
No, I would houseboat it for sure. They have a TV on there, so you can watch the final round of the Open, or what?
They have a TV on it. They have a couple TVs on it, but usually we find a spot or we go far enough to where there's no reception or anything. So that is kind of the downside. I don't feel like it normally lands on US Open weekend for sure. Actually, I know it doesn't, or I would have remembered that. But there's a TV on there for the kids. We throw movies on, get them to crash out early after, all day out in the sun and stuff. But we're going to end up, I don't know, actually what we've done in the past, which I feel like it's fallen on a pretty decent golf tournament or some sort of a major sporting event, because we've taken the boat into the town, the marina, and there's a bar right there on the lake, and we watched, I want to say it was hoops. Maybe we watched hoops there last year or something. I can't remember.
Usually hoops line up. This year it should have been a game 7 would have been amazing. And the end of this tournament, that's the play. But now everybody gets to hang out with their family, which is probably even better. So I'm not. So you're going to Lake Powell. Okay, so let me just clarify. So you're going to Lake Powell. Nick B, Rip, you're going to Big Sur. I think that's pretty normal. I think people are doing less bigger trips, to get out of Dodge. How much to fill out your truck, Nick B, in Arizona? Just curious.
$130 something today.
You hit that 130 today. Rip, you seen any crazy numbers? Or are you staying pretty below?
I mean, the minivan, we got a 17-gallon tank in the minivan. I'm going about $99 or something like that. Like pretty close to 100, man.
That's got to break your heart, Rip, huh? That's got to break your heart. You boys going to go? You guys going to switch over to electric at all? Is that a conversation happening in the household or no?
I think, yeah. I'm waiting for the range to go up. Like, I don't want to charge. I don't want to charge like in the middle of.
It's coming this year.
Yeah,
it's coming this year. The new Tesla battery's coming, and I'm all in on Tesla.
What's the range on it? I just don't want to stop after like 250 miles.
There's a brand new one coming. That guy was just telling me he's like over 400 miles on one charge.
There you go. There it is. Get me on the wait list.
Oh, committed, right? Double committed. Hell yeah, Rip. I like that. Nick B, you're in too, because you love your trucks, Nick. Forever since I've known you, for about 25 years, you've always loved your trucks.
I do love my trucks, bro. I'm American, strong American man. My American truck. You're gonna get that electric bicycle over there in Hawaii, DK. You should get that little electric bike where it's like you're pedaling, but you're cruising.
Goes into the danger zone for me, man. Too dangerous for me. Not into it.
Sticking the skateboards.
I feel like those make you lazy too, electric bikes, right?
For sure.
It like takes away the work of a bike. Like
none of it works. Exactly. It's like none of it feels right to me at all. It's like
like a Fred Flintstone car where you got to run.
Billy range, man. I want to get more steps in. Actually, I need to fucking step up my game. You know what? Actually, fuck it. So Nick B and I have been setting goals every week for going on maybe like 3.5 years now, and we missed this week. We sometimes miss weeks, but we still try to connect every week, and we do 3 goals. It's really 3 any goals that you want, and I figure shit. We have no 5-star on. Let's set some goals. This might be a fun way for the listeners can understand just some little things that we go through that we set. But you know what, Nick B, this is going to be good because we've been setting some soft, weak ass goals lately. So this is going to be these 3 goals for this week. You'll be held accountable for tens of thousands of people at least, and we'll come back on and we'll check with them. I'm putting you all on the fly right now. I know we do Recs of the week at the end of the show. You guys are prepared for those, but we have this little goal tracker here just to get things warmed up. Rip, are you okay with this? You can say stupido if you like.
Yeah, I'll think of some stuff.
Okay, all right, there you go.
I like it.
He's always plays a little game, shave an eyebrow or something. Okay. Lo, you want to do our goals from last week so Rip can think for a sec, Nick? We missed a while. Yeah, we missed a while, so I got it up. But so these are actually.
Yeah, I don't think we did them since Hawaii, so I think
we didn't do since Hawaii. So these are from Hawaii, but just to warm up, just so you know. So every week we get together on Mondays, and there are 3 things. Sometimes they're great goals that are really hard to call them smart goals, and and sometimes they're just like I gotta get like me. I gotta do more steps, as you guys are talking about electric bikes. So for me last week, my first goal was to write out a 1-sheeter for Ern and Jerry. It's actually Nick B's parents, the ones who stayed at my house. Totally did that. I actually did it on the whiteboard that I use for business projects and for the pod. And I just wrote it on the whiteboard and put it in the closet. So check. Second one, I was having heavy anxiety about going back to the mainland for the trip, which everybody saw my eating escapades in Arizona. So I was loading the iPad with a couple shows to watch so I could watch them. Check and check. It's actually going to lead to my recommendation of the week. So I watched that one on this trip, which was such a good movie. Can't wait to share it. Third one was to organically see if I can land on the Shooting 2 or the TTB podcast to do a couple collabs while on the mainland. Although I didn't get in person, we did both of those. And you can catch me next week on the Trash Talk Boys pod. I'm going to be doing a little sports stuff with them, Nick B. That's breaking news for you. So guess what, bro? 3 checks on my goals last week.
Jeez. Can we just skip over mine? I think I went over.
Rip. Are those soft ass goals? Or are those like? Are you not? You like not even? Don't even. This is like so stupid. And those are the weakest goals you've ever heard, or those are fine.
Do you put a deadline on each one, or how's that work?
Every week, every Monday.
Oh, this is stuff you have to do within the next week. These aren't long-term goals; they're short-term.
Short-term within the week, yeah. Or brick builders to the bigger goal.
Correct. And I have to kind of maybe call you out, DK, because I got a feeling one of those might have been from like previous weeks. You called out 3 goals that you knocked out, which seems suspect because I don't know how we haven't really been batting
let's do
1,000
yours.
lately.
We'll just
I'm
do yours,
saying.
right? Let's do yours.
This is a setup. It sounds like a
It's
setup.
not a setup.
It does sound like a setup. I don't even have it up. Okay, go ahead.
I didn't even know about this. I didn't even know about it. At least you have goals.
He's got it in front of him.
only has two of 3 from this particular week, which was the week we went to Hawaii, hence the week we haven't been back on, and we're catching back up. Nick B was in, where were you, Nick B? Kauai for about a week ago. Okay, doesn't even fucking matter. Who cares? Nick B's goals for that time were compile a list from text message string of ideas, send to DK.
I failed. No, I know. Yeah, I failed. Well, I 0.5 myself. I'll 0.5. I'll go half point. I went through them all and read them all, and there's some gems in there, bro. But I did not send them to you, so I have to go 0.5.
I bet you got some heaters in there. Give the listeners just one heater that's in there right now that you found.
Dude, no.
Oh, yeah, right.
No.
Not that good, dude. I've heard your.
Oh, they're so good, dude. I'll slip up and say my best one right now, and you'll rip it, bro. No.
All right. Second one's 2 out of 3. The Nick B. Review Hawaii logistics with parents before trip.
Yeah. I
2 out of 3, and that's not a very good goal. But you know what, Nick B? You actually did a very great job on that trip with logistics and everybody doing everything, and you gave me the recap when you got back. So, yeah.
Other than I do have to say that just last night I was jumping on Turo to give my dude a 5-star review because I was like, man, that was a cool car. Everything worked out great. And then when I jumped on there, the dude left me a 4-star review, and I hate 4-star reviews, bro. Like, either give me 1 star or 5 stars. And he said on his review that I was over 30 minutes late and I left the car extremely dirty. So I jumped on the app and I texted him. And I'm like, dude, I just was jumping on this app to leave you 5 stars, and I noticed you left me 4 stars. What's the deal? And we had a whole little exchange, bro. I was like, he's like, you were late. I'm like, bro, what's up with island time? We're talking 30 minutes late.
Oh,
you were
fighting to get your stars back. I don't even have the confidence to do that. That seems.
I was surprised he gave you 4. If that's true, you're late and 30. You let the
car
dirty.
What would you give him, Rip? You give him a 3. That's a 2-star. If you were Turo.
I mean, you know I'm big on being on time, but if you left the car dirty, bro, did you leave it dirty? What was in there?
No, Nick.
I left a lot. Listen, it was a lot of beach sand. I'm not gonna lie, but it was beach sand. We're in Hawaii. It's beach sand, bro. Come on.
If Nick, you give Nick B the shaka, he's gonna give you 5 stars. That's all you got to do to Nick B. And you're
not even. Just don't give me the bird. I'll give you 5 stars. But we had a conversation. He told me why he gave me 4 stars, and he felt like he was disrespected, and I just had to make sure to let him know that I meant no disrespect whatsoever. He's like, my time is important to me, and so I did. I gave it some more thought. I thought about it for a while, and I was like, you know what? This guy's right. Like, I was in the wrong, and I totally confessed. I was like, dude, I got my kids, my parents, my brother's family. It was stressful. I know that has nothing to do with you, though, bro. I thought island time was good. I actually thought I was going to be on time, and I just kind of left it off by like, I apologize, and I'm sorry. And he came back with it. And he just said, thank you. That's it.
Well, that's Nick B. Nick B. Did you learn a lesson, or I'll just
say that his name is Casey. His last initial was N. I don't know what it was. It was a really dope little car. It was a Kia.
Oh, you're giving him a plug. You're going to go right into plug. So Nick B. Cool, Nick B. It's okay.
I deserved 4-star. I'm a 4-star dude. I'm not a 5-star dude. What am I thinking? I'm a 1-star. What am I talking about? I'm over here. I'm a 1-star.
You do a lot of 1-star stuff, Nick B, but you surprised me. You were a 5-star with helping me move stuff from the Costa Mesa studio to the Tucson situation. So you surprise me sometimes. Let me back up, though. Thank you, Nick B. Awesome story time. Rip, you cool? You ready to set some goals for next week?
Yeah, I mean, I think I got a couple short-term ones I can give you.
Let's go, baby. All right, I'll start us out. Got this memory started, I'll stick with it. I usually do my 10,000 steps a day here. It's just important for my mental and my physical. I'm adding it again because I checked my average for the last 2 months. I'm down to 6,500 steps. Unacceptable. So I'm going to do the 10K again, 10K steps. And I know Nick B hates this one when I do it every week. Go ahead. Let him know, Nick B, that you think this is a soft ass pussy goal every time I do it.
Boy, you get meatloaf. You're gonna eat meatloaf.
All right.
No. What is it?
No meatloaf. That's my first one. 10K steps each week. Nick B, what's your first goal?
My first goal is gonna be to not overpack for Lake Powell.
Not overpack. For listeners who don't know, you one stars out there, you don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody fucking knows Nick B except for me. And Nick B is the most overpacker that you've ever met in your entire world, especially with his kiddos. It's pretty
electronics.
Amazing. That's hard to do, man, but it's better to overpack than underpack. That's for sure.
I think you're a really good packer. Give Nick B one of your packing tips, because I think you're a really good packer. What's one of your packing tips, Nick B? Or Rip, excuse me. Rip, what's one of your packing trips?
Don't pack any good shoes, because you're going to be in Lake Powell. I'm going to be on a campground. I'm not going to fuck my good shoes. I just got a like $130 pair of running shoes. I'm not bringing them, even though, I'm going to wear my old ass shoes so I don't fuck them up.
Hell yeah.
So
Would you spend 130 Rip on some running? Would you get some Hokus?
That's what I got, dude. I got some Hokas, and that's actually it leads into one of my goals is to run 3 times over the next week, because I haven't been running. The most money I've ever spent on shoes by far, $130.
I know, bro. 130. Damn, I'm impressed you dropped 130. What spoke to you on this?
Dude, I saw all these dads wearing them, and everyone I go up to them, I say, hey, you like those Hokas? And they're like, oh my God, it changed my life. Like they're so soft, they're cushioned, like so I'm like, dude, I have to get them. So I had a gift card to REI, and I went in, man.
Oh, you just said all the words that would make my dad so happy if I made those decisions. REI, Hokos, running, you're crowdsourcing other dads. I don't know if I should be embarrassed or proud of you, but you fucking love them, huh? So you want to run what, 3 miles, you said?
3 times, like 3 times this week. I don't run very far. I run a couple miles.
3 times. It's a couple miles. Yeah, so a couple miles. You just want to say 3 times 2 miles just to put a number in there?
Yeah, that's good.
Dude, I like that, Rip. I didn't know that. And congratulations on spending 130. I don't think you've ever spent more than $50 on shoes in our entire friendship.
I think 80 maybe, but yeah, not more than that.
Holy shit, amazing. All right.
Or Rip, are you talking running like running, or are you talking on a treadmill running?
I mean, when I'm at the gym, I'm on the treadmill, but I mean, dude, I like running outside a lot more, so.
He lives in Long Beach. He's not an AZ, Nick B. We know
I'm not running in 110, bro. I'm running about 80.
No, I know. That's why I was asking. If I were you, I'd be on that Sunset Boulevard running around.
Oh, Sunset Boulevard, not even in Long Beach, Nick B.
There's Sunset Boulevard on every coastal city, bro. As far as I'm concerned, I'm from AZ, son.
You can watch the sunset.
He just says turn right on Cooper, hit the Jack in the Box. Okay.
Hey, Santa Monica Boulevard, my bad. All right, Long Beach.
All right, my bad. No, there's a couple on Long Beach that are acceptable. I'll give you 2 more chances. It doesn't matter. Okay, my second goal. My second goal is it's a combo now because this has happened just today, actually. So we had they're German cockroaches. You guys ever had German cockroaches in your crib?
No.
Nick B, never?
I never knew I've had cockroaches. I don't know if they're
How do you tell they're German?
I assume
it says a DNA 23andMe. You 23andMe the cockroach?
There's 3 different kinds of. We need a producer with this fucking scrub of a show today. I'm trying to look it up quickly, but I don't even have the skill set to do it. But when you look up, here's what's happened in my crib. So over the past, even I think while your parents were here, Nick B, this was happening.
At night, they probably brought them, bro.
At night when you turn the lights off, there's the cockroaches will kind of come out a little bit. And it seems like they're coming out of the fucking cabinets, So you'll come in, and Kimmy bought a dust buster, so it's actually fun as hell. She gets mad if she's sleeping, but you come in, take a piss and get some water, and you get the dust buster and hit the lights, and there's like 30 of them.
That does not sound fun. That does not sound fun.
Bang. Some are big, some are not. What, Nick B?
Can't you just get a gecko? Don't you have a few geckos that just eat them up?
Idea. That's such a Nick B thing. I wish that I could just tell Kimmy, let me get a gecko in the kitchen. But no. Okay, so whatever. So that's happening. The cool thing about it is they don't come out during the day or really when the lights are on that much, but you still see them and hit them. How I know that they're German ones, because they weren't flying, but some of them were fucking big as fuck. So I was like, I got to Google this. So I said, this is the problem. This is it. And we got to get the bug people out here. So bug people come out here today. Biggest pain in the fucking ass. You have to move all the stuff out of the cabinets. And we have so much crap in the cabinets, like glasses and Tupperware and little things and candles and whatever. So now it's all sitting in the fucking bedroom, and I have to move it back into the kitchen, and I'm just gonna procrastinate the shit out of it. So I'm gonna put it on here. I put back together what do you call the egg that burst in the nursery rhyme? Humpty Dumpty. Put back my Humpty Dumpty of a kitchen back together again. So is what I'm gonna put on these goals. Put kitchen back together.
That's a lot of work.
It's more work than you think, bro. And just so you know, for steps, just taking the shit out of my kitchen, 12,462. Just going from bedroom to kitchen. So
damn.
In case you wanna just get some OCD ass Virgo exercise, move stuff from one room to the other. Nick B, we have don't overpack for your Lake Powell trip. What's your second goal? Just make this a fucking good one, Nick B, a hard one.
Conceive another child.
Okay, there you go. Get my wife pregnant, son. She's got like that super like modern day, like you're not gonna be pregnant techno thing up in there.
Oh, that is really hard. That is a hard goal.
Yeah. Nick, all right.
Let me serve you up then the softy little second serve. Roger Federer then. If Father's Day is coming up, you did mention you love nothing more than just to hang with your pops bigger and play some golf. I know you have something to do that you haven't done yet for Father's Day. That could be a great goal for you.
Dude, you know, I love my old man, and I probably won't do anything, and he'll be cool with it because we're cool with skipping birthdays and all that stuff. So I'm going to go with Rip's suggestion. I'm going to go and get my wife pregnant. I will at least make an attempt. I promise that.
Make that run, bro. You name that baby pal if it happens. Rip, what's your second?
Well, even if it's a girl.
What's your second? We got run 3 miles in your Hokos. What's your second?
Oh man, so I was thinking about guests we can have on this pod that would be really fun for us. DK and Nick B will definitely be able to relate to this. But I remember the speech you gave at my wedding. You name dropped the Cardinals running back. Do you remember who it was?
Michael Pittman?
Close. A little earlier. Played with Jake Plummer.
I can't actually
pass
remember.
catcher, number 37. Number 37.
Larry Centers.
Yeah, so Larry Centers, I tracked him down. He's in Dallas, Texas, in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. I got in touch with his girl Rita, and I'm making a run, man. I think I'm going to try to book Larry Centers by the end of next week on this pod.
Oh, sick. I would love that. And it's perfect time leading into mini camp, and Hard Knocks will start filming too. So kind of get an inside from the Cardinals. Nick B, big Arizona Cardinals guy. Nick B, tell Rip what your personalized license plate says.
It just says Nick B. But let me just say on that note, just real quick to touch on the Larry Centers days, I went to the game where my boy Kwame Lassiter, rest in peace, Kwame, 4 interceptions, tied
it's
NFL
the Chargers.
record.
Yeah, we were there.
Yeah,
that's right, dude. That's what's up.
Yeah,
if we already said that on here, now I feel really embarrassed.
DK, you didn't even know Nick B then, right?
I remember vividly that game, man. That was
I remember going to AMC movie theaters afterwards in Ahwatukee. I don't know what that had to do with it, but
that's the one where the goalpost came down, right, against the Chargers.
Yeah.
That's that famous picture of me and DK where DK looks like he's 10, and I'm in that bandana. Right. That's at that game. Yeah.
That is right.
Nick B, let me ask you, who would all-time Cardinals? We had Jake Plummer on, hoping to get Larry Centers. Who would your dream Cardinal be to hear on this pod?
Well, I would say Larry Fitz, but you guys already mentioned him too. But so besides those two guys, you guys have talked about a lot of my boys, but I guess I would say probably the most impactful Cardinal over my lifespan, I'd probably say Aeneas Williams. Ooh. Defensive back Aeneas Williams, Hall of Famer. 101-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown. Let's just say that too. I think that might have been against the Rams too. Who knows?
There's some knowledge. 2-star knowledge from Nick B. Nick B's a big Cardinals guy. It's Nick B, but it's the Cardinals license plate, Rip, with the black one with the big Cardinals logo. Big catch him.
I did have to go with the number 1 for the I because somebody else actually had Nick B.
Probably Nick Bidwell. Nick Bidwell.
Yeah, Nick Bidwell. He's like
third great grandson. Yeah.
Nick Busterface.
Oh man, I was joking. Oh god. All right. Well, shit. So we're gonna continue this segment because fuck it, we're too deep. So I have out of my 2 of 3 goals, I have 10K steps each day this week, and then put my kitchen back together after the roach infestation. Do I need to pull the everything out and look for dead roaches now, or should I? Or no?
You know what? You know what you actually need to do to figure out what you should do is pull out that old gem of a movie. You might have it on VHS. It's called Joe's Apartment, and remember what you do with that roaches, son.
You definitely need to do the sweep, man. You can't leave dead roaches in there. That just seems dirty.
No. I definitely got to pull the stuff out. Yeah. So
you have the dust buster. Just turn it on and scoop them up, man.
Yeah. No, straight up, man. Unbelievable. Well, okay. So there's that. And then my third goal, I also want to do a podcast goal because it's important to me, Rip. And I love Larry Centers for the pod as a weekly goal. I'm going to continue on my run of connecting with our friend Trey Wingo, who lives in Kapalua. We've missed each other a couple times. Hit a couple DMs. We're throwing out. Trey, it's all good. No response yet, but we got it coming, Nick B. We're going to get Trey Wingo. He's got a lot of golf connects, so we hope to bring some more golf connects to the show. It's a big push for us, right, Rips? More golfers and PGA, some live guys. We don't give a shit. We're open to everybody, but it's going to start with me connecting with Trey Wingo, so I'm going to put it on my list. Connect with Trey Wingo.
You just have to approach him on the trail that you always pass him on at some point. Just like run into him, or
I've pushed out twice. He's on the phone and he's moving. I pushed out. I just have to have a better. I'm working on my value proposition right now. Right now, it's like, hey Trey, like we had Mark Andrews lined up 1 week, so it was a really good tie, and then Mark had to go do NFL stuff, obviously there. And so now I need to work on my value prop, Rip, because I'm just a little nervous.
I got a 1-star idea. How about you got your obscure jersey collection? We had the big contest a couple months ago. What if you just wear like a Deerdorf jersey? That'd stop him in his tracks, right? Like wear some of your obscure jerseys on that hike.
Man, it might. Nick B.
He's a sports guy. I mean,
it's a great idea. So it's a 2-star idea. Nick B, you got any ideas? Should I wear my golf glove out there?
Yeah, that's always a good move. Or go 2 gloves. Tommy Gainey, 2 gloves, Tommy. That works.
Tommy 2 time. All right, Nick's goal for the week. Not overpack for his trip to Lake Powell and try to get his wife pregnant.
That's a good goal, bro.
What is it?
Right, I'm gonna go with a little bit of an easier one, considering my second one is 99.98% impossible. But hey, 0.0%. You're telling me
it's an attempt. No, the goal is to attempt, so it's very possible. You just have to attempt.
Then I'll definitely knock that goal out. Shit, I'll have it done by tonight. But I'm gonna say for my third goal, I'm gonna say just keeping it real. I didn't even know we were gonna do this, DK. Like you didn't even tell me we were gonna do this.
Don't buy time. Don't buy time. Give him a real goal. Give him a real goal.
I'm gonna keep it real. This is a goal that I would probably normally set. So I'm just gonna say that, on top of not packing too much, like I also want to come back in like a good frame of mind. Do you know what I mean? Typically when we come back from any sort of vacation or anything, I'm grumpy, bro. I'm mad because I got real life to deal with. So I'm gonna come back with a positive attitude, and the few days getting back acclimated to regular old day. Because my wife she started a new job on this upcoming Monday, so I gotta be even keel, easy keel, even keel. I gotta be chill. I gotta be super chill.
Upon return, you can't lose your cool upon return, which is a normal Nick B move, which is also totally normal. You gotta keep it cool this time.
Yeah, exactly. Good shit. Okay, what you got, Rip?
So we'll say come back level-headed. Rip,
level-headed.
You say that Nick B on his arrival from Lake Powell should just send a video that we could put on social media where he's telling us that he's level-headed and feeling cool?
That'd be great, man. Or a video of him like blowing up.
Or a video of him losing his marble.
Either way, man.
Nick B, can we count on a video upon your return from?
That might have more chance of going viral, actually.
Yes, I will give you a video upon.
I'm a man. I'm 40. It was one of those.
If he overpacks, if he does not attempt to get his wife pregnant, and if he just gets dominated by his kids, we're gonna get a great video.
Right. I've gone over many weeks. I mean, no shame.
With Nick B, yeah, sometimes Nick B doesn't hit these goals, but it is good to just get you thinking. And this is not a joke, not bullshit. We have done this for years, every single week. And what it does is it gets your mind going early Monday morning too, just about things that are important to you at that moment of time, and you get to write them down. So bring us home here, Rip. The segment's over soon, I promise you. Rip got new running shoes. This man's gonna run 3 times. Are you gonna run in Big Sur in your old shoes?
I don't know. I don't know about that. Yeah, I'm gonna bring my old shoes. If I get a chance, I probably will. But most likely, it's gonna be back here in Long Beach.
Trail running, man. You're right at that age where where you lose hammies quick. Nick B is about to lose ACL any day on the golf course. I know it's coming.
Man, my third one is this is gonna be an easy one for me because I'm going camping and spend a few days out in nature. But I've been reading a lot about getting more disconnected and spending more time disconnected from devices and all that stuff. So really, I mean, there's nothing super tangible to this. There's no like time limit or anything like that. I just want to spend more time disconnected in the next 7 days, and it's gonna be easy because camp. So it's really a gimme goal, but it's gonna be easy.
Nice gimme. It's good to give you a couple gimmies too, especially going to vacation. I like that. Thanks for playing with us.
We always talk about that notification you get on your phone. I think you might have turned them off, but how much time you spent on your iPhone like that week. I was up at like 6.5 hours a day at one point, and now I got it down to like 3.5. So I'm trying to lower that number every week.
Nice. Yeah, good. I want something that you could do on social media. Maybe you could post a picture of some bare feet. They say bare feet on nature is very important. Maybe we can get those ugly mugs, a couple corns on there. Nick B's got the worst feet though. Nick B, how are your feet doing nowadays? Actually,
bro, that's actually, you're so far off. You've never been more off on this pod than anything. My wife tells me I could be a foot model, bro. Like that's actually how I did. Right. Yeah, I locked down a 10, bro, and I'm a 6 because of my feet, bro. You don't know
your feet? Well, what God gave you down below, He gave you. Nick's working with a full pair of veneers, so He did not give you the teeth, man. So enjoy those feet, man.
The teeth too, bro. Look at these things. Look at these choppers.
Looking good.
I was gonna say, Rip, good call on the disconnecting because I got caught up there, and now I'm not putting the 4th goal. Don't try to backdoor me, DK. But what I was going to say for my goal was to set my out of office auto reply on my email, but
what?
But I ain't going to do
it. Why wouldn't you do that? That's just a simple thing, man. And you love giving out like a good little, you could do a little quote in there, man, a Bob Marley quote for people to take with them.
Yeah, I've never done it, man. I need to do it. But
are you going to be responding to emails on the trip? Because then if you don't put it on and you don't respond, it just makes it look like you're ignoring or like you're not responsive. Like if you don't respond,
I guess that's the good thing. That's kind of, I guess, the good thing about my 1-star personality over the past several years. Like I've set the precedent that really, like, you should not need to get a hold of Nick B. Yeah. Like there's nothing that you need to be getting a hold of me for that you can't also get the answer from somebody else for. So you're right. I'm not super proud of that, but Nick B is not very available.
No, you should be. Actually,
that is something to be proud of.
You should be super proud because you accepted it. And you know what? You kind of put it out there as if you want to be a friend of me, you understand that I'm probably not going to show up really on time or bring the right stuff or at least I appreciate it, man. I think it's 1-star maybe life, but you're getting better. You're getting better every week. That's why we do these fucking goals, Nick B. You're not going to be overpacking. I can't wait for this week.
At least I'm not promising greatness and then bringing, lackluster performance. I'm letting you know it's coming. You know what I'm saying? Don't expect a lot.
Should we talk about any sports? Should we talk about golf? You guys want to talk about any golf? Congratulations.
Yeah. Let me just say this, that Rory's going to win. I'm still on the recording, so I'm super late. Rory hasn't even teed off on round 2.
Back it up for my mom real fast. I'll back it up, actually. Nick B will back it up for 20 minutes. It's in Massachusetts. This is the big one of the major golf tournaments out of the 4 major golf tournaments. And this is a bigger golf tournament. Only Nick B, tell me if I'm wrong. Well, this course looks hard as shit. That rough is crazy.
Well, that's the thing. So the U.S. Open and the British Open, it seems like they battle for what's the hardest condition. So the U.S. Open, in my opinion, has historically been the hardest condition. So you will see people either even par, 1 under, or sometimes the winner will be over par. I think Tiger won a U.S. Open over par. Winston might have to fact check me on that, but it's the hardest conditions of a golf tournament all year.
Yeah. Yeah. So you think your pick's Rory this year. And okay, go ahead. Oh, you picked Rory. What else? What else do we need to know about it going into? So shit, Nick B, this pod's going to drop later. So let's just do our picks. Rip, who do you got? Come on, Rip. You're the man of all the names, dude. Just hit me with one.
Let's go with Justin Thomas. That's my guy, Justin Thomas.
Good call. Great.
Is he in this tournament?
Oh yeah, for
All
sure.
right.
And he's got the best caddy on tour in Bones.
All right.
Oh, good knowledge, Nick B. That's why you're our insider. I'm gonna go with the current clubhouse leader as we do this podcast tonight, but it's early. It's Friday night. I'm gonna go with Morikawa.
You're gonna spoil it for Nick B.
Yeah, I was gonna say Colin Morikawa. I haven't seen a single shot of his yet, but I'm not as tuned in as I normally would be. But what I was gonna say is, DK, when you were just about to call out more stuff about this golfer, and I just wanted to mention that a lot has happened since I went to Hawaii, and as the golf insider, I feel like I got to at least chime in and give my opinion on.
Oh yeah, of course. Let me allow me to give you the floor.
So no, I was just gonna say break it down for me because I'm a little bit out of the loop. So I come back from Hawaii and I tune back into my phone and my emails and all that stuff, and then I see some stuff about Phil Mickelson and Dustin Johnson, all these guys being suspended from the PGA Tour, and I'm like, wow, I didn't think they would really make a move like that if they were getting suspended from the tour. And then it's been a hectic week getting caught up. So I didn't really even get to talk to anybody about that to really get the record straight. So then Thursday rolls around yesterday and I see Phil Mickelson and DJ playing. And I ask a friend of mine, I'm like, how are they playing in this? And they're like, oh no, they're not banned from these events. They're only banned from the PGA Tour events, so they can still play in the majors. So anyway, I went from being like, I can't believe these guys would go play in this tour. I think they're stupid. What a dumb decision. To like completely slapped in the face. Well, wait a minute. They can still play in all the majors.
Right.
Yet they're going to make twice as much money over there. So I'm a little bit on the torn. I would say that it was a good move though. I would say if I'm putting myself in Ricky Fowler's shoes or Phil Mickelson's shoes, I'm going to play over there for sure.
Straight up. For golf fans, I think all great and lovely and more money for the players, more fun for the fans, more action, more competitiveness. We know competitiveness breeds innovation. So onward and upward, the conversation that people are having a little bit above, which is too high level for me because I don't know enough about it, but I'll give you just an example where I think it does getting a bit silly, is that there's Saudi money involved and there's human rights issues involved in Saudi Arabia, and those sections aligning don't make a lot of sense. However, that $140 you put in your truck today, Nick B, also, has some Saudi money attached to it. And if you invested in Uber, there's Saudi money attached to it. So it's tough to draw a line of where that stops and goes. I kind of wish that they weren't involved so it could just be another competing golf league with some cool ideas. Some ideas, Nick B, are like, take the cutaway. So shrink it into 3 days, add some fun little incentives. I don't know if you heard about this one. So you guys know what live stands for?
54, Roman numeral 54.
Bingo, 54. And there's some fun little things, Rip, like if you actually score 54, which is like hard as fuck. Like that's like pretty impossible, Nick B says.
It's 1800. That's impossible.
It's pretty impossible, but they'll give you $54 million. It's kind of like the and one did to the NBA. I think it's going to be there for a minute is my take. I think it'll be there and it will add maybe some cool things that we'll see maybe in golf in the future. Some more maybe match play fun stuff, hopefully some bigger money stuff. But other than that, competition is good is my take. And I'm down. I'm all for it. I got my popcorn out. I didn't watch on YouTube. It's on YouTube, which is weird to try to watch it. But as long as I'm with you, Nick B, as long as they can play in the majors, the big guys, and the majors are still the majors with the best players, let's let it roll. Rip, do you give a shit about golf at all? Rip, have you ever swung a golf club in your life?
I've golfed a few times, yeah.
Oh, shit. Sorry, brother.
I want to get Rip's take on this too, because what I was going to say, and DK, I'm glad you brought that up, because I think that's a big part of the guys that are over there playing they're not dumb guys. They know the political side of all this, and I think that that's a big part of the reason why they're doing it too. Is they're like, yo, Americans, let's not keep turning our heads one tournament a year. Why would it be okay for there to be one tournament a year over there and not 10, right? So I see that side of the argument. Like, I could understand if they're like, listen, we're going hard ban. We don't agree with those types of human behaviors, so we're not playing in Saudi Arabia. But that's not actually what's happened. There's always been at least one event over there. So it's kind of like, I think them calling the organizations down and saying, let's not pick and choose when we want to be morally, ethically correct and when we don't want to based on the money. So Rip, do you know anything about that, or what is your take on that?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you look at the demographic of golfers, it's obviously mostly rich guys in that age bracket, and they're probably less concerned with human rights stuff as they are with money and making as much as they can as easily as they can. So I think that's part of it, but I think it's good for golf because it's got people talking. Like, I don't remember this many people talking about golf that, even in golf or outside of golf in the last 10, 20 years since really Tiger was huge, right? Like, this is the biggest thing, I think. And
very true. And I got to interrupt you to say Tiger's still huge. Sorry to be a homer and that
guy. I
heard
they offered Tiger $1 billion and he turned it down. You hear that?
More. I was gonna say, look. Oh no, I didn't hear $1 billion. I heard 800 million is what I heard, which I thought we should look that up and fact check that. But I thought that was huge.
Like that. They should give him $1 billion, and they should give fucking what's his kid's name? Give him $2 million. Let him play too.
I'm just thinking, they should give Charlie. Yeah, I'm just thinking of all the leagues that have challenged the NFL over the past like 20 years and failed within like a season or two, and this feels like one of the first ones with golf. And I probably won't be talking about it in like 3 years, to be honest. But it's good for golf right now because everyone's talking about it.
That's the thing, and it could spur another one. It could spur another spin-off. The Corn Ferry could only hold so much weight for so long. I mean, the game is. There's a great podcast. I don't know all the facts on it. There's a lot of great information out there, though, on the PGA, Nick B. Back to the whole initial question, how the PGA works and how these private, what we call the majors events work and how different it is and how the money's made behind the scenes and how all that PGA kind of stuff works. We'll put it in the show notes.
No, I think that, dude, I think that you're right on. I think that when we talked about, I don't think many people understand the difference between the PGA Tour, the other tours. I think that you're absolutely right. It'll probably be the last, a year from now, we won't even be talking about this. They'll probably just fail. But what's your take on this, DK? Because Rip, this was another thought that I had about this. It's like, okay, so if Phil Mickelson goes over there and wins, however many millions of dollars, he's coming right back over here to Florida or Texas or California and spending that money. So it's like, on one hand, we don't want to be supporting that country for what they do, but doesn't it make sense to try to grab as much wealth that they have and bring it back over here to us? Am I missing something? I'm not an economics major by any means. I do got a degree though, son. And you? What?
Yeah. I mean, that's a Nick beat. I don't know enough about it. I don't fuck shit. From what I know about Phil Mickelson, he'll take that shit right to Vegas and put it on a roulette table.
Breaking news, Nick B. Phil missed the cut. Phil missed the cut today at the U.S. Open.
Yeah, he's not even. He's
11 over. 11 over.
Here's the thing about Phil too. That's a joke. He's trying to collect before he's on. What do you call that next tour? The Champions Tour. He's about done, bro. With his little 15 minutes, which has been about 25 great years. But yeah, he's trying to cash in. And
no, I guess
Dustin Johnson's done everything he can do in the PGA world. He's done it all. He married Paulina Gretzky, so he's winning there too. What else? What else do you do? You keep playing Torrey Pines?
No, I do. I would agree. And let me just go ahead and just give some love real quick to Charles Schwartzel, because it wouldn't be fair if we talked about the first Live Tour event if we didn't mention the winner. So I think he walked away with $25 million. Bro.
That's insane.
Charles Schwartzel. So that money is not staying in Saudi Arabia. That money's going to South Africa. And he's
I don't think that number's correct. I don't think that number's correct.
Maybe it's $25 million for the whole. Maybe it's $25 million for the event. So let's see what his take home was. But he won the first event, so we got to give him some love. He's also a Masters winner, by the way. So
he is a Masters winner. Oh yeah, he earned Nick B. I love you, Nick B. What was your number?
25 mil. Well, that might have been the whole purse.
Yeah, 25 mil was the purse. Yeah, for the whole tournament, which is
How much did he
4
get?
million. 4 million. He got 4 million.
Hey, but still,
Yeah.
But still, you're right. 4 million is more. I
Yeah.
think 2.4 for the biggest PGA tournament last year, something like that. And wait, we are not scientists. We do not know the numbers, and our producer Winston is out for the night. So we're doing this Nick B special. Is that our golf segment? Anything else? Do you want to let's recap one more time? DK has Morikawa, Nick B.
He's got Rory McIlroy. Rip's got Justin Thomas. Rip's probably gonna win.
Rip's probably gonna win. Rip's like the EA at the office that wins the NCAA pool. All right.
All right, Nick
Which
B's gonna
actually,
get to
let
bed.
me throw this out there. To wrap up the golf segment, let me just say this. I could be wrong here, Rip, but something tells me Bones Mackay, who is Justin Thomas's caddy, who he's won 2 Masters with Phil. He's won, I think, a major with JT. If not, he's won at least a few tournaments with Justin Thomas. Bones basically decides when he wants to caddy, and when he doesn't want to caddy, NBC and CBS have him on doing the coverage. He is the man, and I heard he loves doing podcasts. I think we could get Bones on the show. Just throwing that out there.
Oh, damn. Breaking news. Nick Beach, put that in your goals list.
Let me replace the get my wife pregnant with that one. So that I can
Get Bones McCaw pregnant. Get Bones McCaw pregnant.
That's the one that he called. That he pulls that one off instead of overpack. Okay.
Dude, I'll give Bones a reach round.
Big 1-star bumps to the Golden State Warriors. Big friends of the pod across the board. Johnny West in the front office. Congratulations, Johnny. Andrew Rossi. Congratulations. Chris Murphy. Dave Cow. All prior 1-star guests from the front office of the Golden State Warriors. Congratulations to Shet, our guy Jay Square, Jordan Jimenez, who I saw was in Boston celebrating with that one. So big 1-star bump across the board there. What Rip? Why do we got our boy? Who else? Who am I missing?
Mike Yam, bro, NFL Network anchor, broadcaster. Mike Yam was on the pod a couple years ago, and he's coming out with a children's book. It's called Fried Rice and Marinara. I saw it on his Twitter. Mike Yam, NFL Network anchor, children's book, Fried Rice and Marinara. So congrats.
You got to cop. You got to cop it. You gonna get it?
Oh, I'll get it. I'm down. I'll buy anything from one of our former guests. I'll buy anything from a former guest.
That's actually good. That's actually inspo for us. But Rip and I have discussed a children's book writing situation that might be coming soon.
Now we got an in. Now we have an in.
Now we got an in. I fucking love that one. 1-star bump. Hell yeah. Rex of the Week listeners, if you're still with us, you're a real fucking G. So thank you. Timor in Utah, you Joey Days, thank you.
Paul Wall, Burlingame, we got it.
All the homies. Thank you for. We got to the Rex of the Week, baby. We made it this far. At the end of every episode, we recommend anything in our lives, just like our goals for the upcoming week. Anything in our lives from the prior week. That really made us feel great, and it's something that we want to share with the world. And here we are to share it. And I'll kick us off, just in case Nick Bees tries to steal my rec of the week. He does this often. My rec of the week it's Hustle, the movie Hustle on Netflix. It's Adam Sandler movie. Have you guys seen it?
No, but it looks good. What is it?
5
stars?
Got it.
Awesome. I'm glad I get to recommend it to you. Okay, excellent, dude. Fucking 5 stars. I'd actually give it more. Adam Sandler went ahead and made a movie for like super hoops heads. Like there are so many cameos. It's unbelievable. Anthony Edwards, the main character is Heron Goza. But there's all kinds of dope cameos. It's all Philly. The NBA gave him all access to all kinds of shit. And he's overseas traveling. It's fucking good. And it's a good story. And I have not seen Top Gun yet, which sounds like the movie of the year so far. But Hustle was super great. I felt good. It just made me feel good. Add it to your list. Download it on your travel list. I know you're not doing any technology rep, but add that shit to your list. And then I want to do a quick honorable mention because I know you guys aren't going to have it, but I got it thrown out there because this also gave me some fucking goosebumps. It was so good. But there's a 30 for 30 out now on the 1996 U.S. Women's Dream Team. Just amazing. Did you see that one, Rep?
No, I have not.
That one might be a sit down with the kids type of amazing. These women went through some hardships that they don't even really talk about, but how hard it was to do what they did in Atlanta in 96. This was before the WNBA was even formed. There was no professional league, and they fucking did it. So 30 for 30.
You know what I saw? I saw a clip on Instagram of Cheryl Swoops playing one-on-one with Michael Jordan. That was a part of that 30 for 30. It was pretty cool.
Just all kinds of dope footage from all that. Amazing. So those are my 2 recs. Those are really good content recs, actually, guys. Probably this is maybe our worst podcast, best recs.
What do you got, Nick B?
All right. Well, I'm gonna go right along that same theme. And I gotta go Buzz Lightyear, 3D. Went and saw it today. I'm gonna mix mine in a rec of the week and a non-rec of the week. If you will.
Dang, you want to do 2 because I do 2, Nick B?
Well, I'm just gonna say go see Buzz Lightyear, but do not pay for the IMAX version at the Arizona Mills Mall in Phoenix, Arizona.
Call out.
What you'll find out is when you show up there and you paid the IMAX prices, they will tell you that, this film is not at the IMAX. You're actually gonna go right over there and watch it in the regular theater, but you're not gonna get a refund or anything. And our line to complain is like 57 people deep. So have a nice day, sir. So that was my little bit of frustration with the Arizona Mills Mall, which I don't even know what I was doing there. Maybe throwing it back for the IMAX. But
Nick B, Arizona Mills Mall. So let me just real fast on the Buzz Lightyear movie. Lots of controversy out there about the gay kiss.
I'm not going to chime in on that. I'm actually like Mr. Non-controversy. I don't like to jump on any side of any sort of controversial topics. I'm not into the trendy type stuff. I want to give props to the artists and the animation, the story, and bro, I was on the edge of my seat, dude. So in true fashion, DK, I took myself 30 milligram gummy. So as you know, I'm on the edge of my seat, bro. I'm laughing louder than any kid in that theater, bro. Seriously, I can't wait to go back and watch it again.
Is it a PG or PG-13? You remember?
No, it's like G. It's like animated Pixar.
You were on 30 milligrams of gummies, Nick B.
I was laughing my ass off, dude. Holy moly.
No, that's good. Look at you, a good dad. Look at you, a good dad. And of course, I hate fucking standing in lines too. There's anything. The line to complain. There's a line to complain. What a nightmare. It's like my 2 nightmares. Great recto, Nick B. Rip. Take this podcast home. This sweet baby Jane of a podcast, man. Rec of the week. What touched you this week? You got to share with the world.
You guys got 2 recs involving screens. I'm gonna go with my disconnecting theme. I think I'm gonna go 0 for 2 here. Do either of you, DK or Nick B, do either of you currently have library cards?
I do have to give my wife credit here. Yes, and she rents audiobooks religiously. Is that what you were gonna say?
That's part of it. DK, I know you don't have one, right?
No, hell no.
No, this is the thing. Is that I would
the internet. There's a thing called the internet. Okay.
No. I would have never thought of this before kids, but right, it's like Nick B. This is probably why your wife had it's perfect. I mean, she can get audiobooks, but for kids, I mean, checking out all these books, and then the libraries are also starting to do this thing where they're giving like a certain amount of free day passes to national parks and state parks. So it saves you like $50. A lot of the libraries around the country are doing that. So like if you want to visit
wait. Okay. Oh, go ahead. You were going to explain it. So
if you want to visit like Yellowstone for a day or Yosemite, or like you can go to your library and check out a day pass, and it saves you like the $30 or $50 fee to get into the park. So that's a value part of it right there. But really we have it for the kids, man. They love going, checking out books, looking at books. It's anyone with kids, it's a must have. I would have never thought of it before that, but library cards, old school.
I totally agree. And there's actually another reason too. I recently I was at a conference where I was watching some sort of a video. There's actually really strong, if you're in the sales game, there's some free resources that you can get from your public library if you have a public library card. If you don't have one, you can't get them. But what I was going to say real quick, Rip, is I was going to say, and this is kind of stupid and off the subject, but what I was going to say is I was trying to keep track of how all these things were going, but for some reason, I thought that your trip to Yellowstone was next week, not Big Sur. I'm probably not the only listener that thought that. So
I've never been to Yellowstone. I have no plans to go to Yellowstone. It's DK always.
I always say that. I don't know.
They both start with Y.
They both start with Y. That's the only reason why. And
Yellowstone is like
terrible floods right now, Nick B. You got
to. Yeah,
Yellowstone's flooded out. No, yeah, we
That's
went
what
to
I was
Yosemite.
worried about.
We went to Yosemite over Memorial Day. It was amazing.
That's what it was.
Gotta
What
go.
it was, right? Yeah, you already did Yosemite. Okay, cool. That's
Take the
okay.
RV up there. Take that RV up there, Nick B.
Oh, I'm going to Yosemite. I want to go to Yellowstone. I want to go to Glacier National Park too. That's on my list.
Get the day pass from your library, bro.
Classic.
All right, all right,
man.
all right.
Classic Nick B. Tell the listeners who your wife's day pass is and who might be a guest on the pod for us. Just kidding. Edit that one out.
Justin Timberlake or Larry Fitz?
Actually, both are on Nick. If never mind.
My true fear is having them both in the same room.
All three of them at the same time.
All three of them, exactly. I gotta. Oh, and here she is.
Okay. Let's wrap it. We gotta wrap this bad boy. Look, and Nick, you are a legend. We got to get you set up. I know you have all the equipment, so we're gonna keep pushing you. One of these days, we're gonna get you
Give
set
me
up.
one more chance.
Some decent audio and your face looking decent, and we'll put together a good episode. Rip, are we gonna drop this? We save this all the way till?
Just drop it, bro. Just drop it.
Are we
edit out all the stuff that DK said, but then just drop it.
It's dropping Wednesday. It's dropping Wednesday.
You're gonna drop it Wednesday, Rip. All the golf talk will be obsolete.
You gotta be consistent, bro. Gotta be consistent. So
yeah, gotta be consistent. Leave me one more chance, bros. I'll have my gear. I promise. I'll come correct next time. I promise.
We got you, Nick B. This was fun.
Nick B, tell the listeners about why you drink UCAN. At least let's try to get somebody to buy one of our sponsored products out here.
Well, I'll admit that I don't drink UCAN just because I got to keep it real. But I do have the almond butter. My wifey and I, we go off and on being healthy. And when we are on a healthy run, we do apple slices and that almond butter at night. That's our snack. But lately, I haven't been too healthy. I straight up went to the gym today and went straight to the Burger King drive-thru and crushed a Whopper, bro. It's
protein.
I'm probably the only person that went straight to Burger King after the gym. In all
you might be the only person that still went going to Burger King, Nick B. But
the flame broil. But anyway, no. I love that UCAN almond butter. That stuff is delicious. I bought another product. I haven't tried it yet, but I will.
We're trying to mix everything, and we gave this fucker everything we got. I love the goals, guys. I thank you for doing that. That was a little bit of a surprise, but Nick B, we don't have to do him next week, so we have him lined up here. So Larry Centers, I'm looking forward to. Nick B, have a wonderful trip. Happy Father's Day to Lake Powell. Please send us a picture upon your return so we can see if one of your goals is hit, which is come back level-headed. So we just let Lauren, if you're listening, get a video, especially if he's losing his shit, trying to get the boat connected or whatever thing he's got going on with his flat bill hat.
She's listening.
Fucking A, we did it. We fucking dabbled through this one, huh, Rip? What you got? Leave us with something nice.
Happy Father's Day, everybody. All the fathers out there. Everyone who has a father, has been a father, gonna be a father. Happy Father's Day, man. Good day. Good day for all the dads.
Love it.
Love you, Pop.
Give us 5 stars. And give Nick B a follow on LinkedIn. That's where he does all his dirty work this day and age. On LinkedIn, let everybody know about insurance conferences. So follow Nick Barton on LinkedIn. We'll catch you guys next week.
See you next week.